Another big crowd filing in for Saturday night baseball here at Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Stephen Wright, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled all season long.
Craig Gentry heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, number 3.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost every day, but this is a great hitter's park. You get something to drive, they end up in the seats here.
C.J. Cron will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard towards second. Throw over to Ortiz gets him 2 down. And with a quick breather here, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Mike Trout will stand in now, and you can see his numbers there on your screen. Currently 5th in the AL in home runs.
And near the top of the league in slugging, so that means he's doing a lot more than just hitting the ball out of the yard. He's also getting a lot of extra base hits.
Into the windup and the pitch. Knuckleball in there, 0-1. And there is the full list of home. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Higher the side. Angels are gone in order. And now the Red Sox get their turn. Garrett Richards gets the starting nod for the Halos.
Deep, only through 5 innings, so hopefully he can get into the 7th or 8th in this one. Xander
Bogaerts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Right. Calhoun is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Runs today in this ball and against this pitcher, so you need to get on top and then just...
Stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Richards is ready. 0-1 on its way. And he misses with it, 1-1. And Eric, this Angel Ball Club entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. High and deep to left center field. Gentry going back on it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And with that, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Mookie Betts will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. First pitch on its way. Swinging on the first pitch as this is popped high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. Crone has got it, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Cole Calhoun will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
First offering on its way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 10 for him on the year as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Albert Pujols will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. To his left, Ortiz. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting check. Third baseman.
And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Yunel Escobar will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Out in front of it, strike 1. Hit hard to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Johnny Giavotella.
Johnny Giavotella will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, anytime you hit over 400 for a 10-game stretch, you're going pretty well. And his last game was a great indication of that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike there, 0-1. Nothing here. Blair hit toward right. Betts moving to his left. And that. Angels hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. And the Angels lead it here 1-0. Travis Shaw will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Into the seats, 0-1. Richards gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here it comes. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. And the count will be full. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And remember, he's coming off a loss in his last start. So if he keeps doing things like walking the leadoff guy, he'll be in trouble here too.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in now, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And there is the AL batting race entering play. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
You know, now that we've made it to just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
David Ortiz will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope,
and he lays off there, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. One and one. Here it is. Right side hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, and normally with him at the plate, you're going to see that defense in that big overshift. With a runner on first base, they can't really do that much. So here, he just uses that to his advantage, and he finds a hole right through the right side.
Chris Young will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Runners are at first and second with one away. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Chased a bad ball up out of the zone, 2-2.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Here comes the payoff pitch.
But the result is that at least he's able to move these other runners up 90 feet, albeit now with 2 outs.
So striding in, Brock Holt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Gentry on the move, and this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Giovitella. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Carlos Perez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Catcher, Carlos Perez.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Bogarts has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Gregorio Petit.
Gregorio Petit will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Craig Gentry will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. To short, hit hard. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Christian Vasquez steps in now, just hoping for something to go his way. And as you can see, that has not been the case in recent days. Richard steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander.
After tonight, these two teams right back at it again on Sunday as you get a look at our upcoming schedule that takes us into next week. Xander Bogarts will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Petit backs up and takes care of it, 2 away.
Number 25, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tap foul at home plate. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Giavatello's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They still trail 1-0. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, that's a good job right there of reaching base to kick off the inning. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to that, so they finally have a base runner here for the first time in a couple innings.
Into the box now, Mike Trout. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike 1.
Well, there's another first pitch strike right there, and you know, he's gotten ahead of every single batter he's faced so far, and that's a big reason why he's getting these good results.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And there's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Pedroia onto Ortiz, not in time, so they just get the 1.
Boy, and that's just a tough turn at second as they go around the horn. Now, he's got to hang in there because he knows he's going to get upended. And in the end, they wind up getting just the force on the lead runner.
Here comes the 0-1. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Holt is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And these graphics can sometimes be a little misleading when you've got a knuckleballer on the mound, but here you go regardless. 2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. He's set. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Holt is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Mookie Betts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Richards peers in. First pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Trout is camped under this one. One pitch, one away.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Striding into the box, Travis Shaw. He drew a walk his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. There to take it is Escobar. 2 away now.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
David Ortiz will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. It remains 1-0. Yunel Escobar heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Third baseman, number 6, Yunel Escobar.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there.
Well, this is really well done out there. I can't tell you how many times I've seen guys range back to the wall and then mistime that jump. But he tracks this all the way and winds up making a super catch.
Stepping in now, Johnny Giavotella. As you'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike one. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. And this one, it was better than the last one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throw over to Ortiz. Gets him 2 down.
Well, this ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Standing in now, Carlos Perez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Chris Young will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
To short. A quick out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Brock Holt.
Brock Holt stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Calhoun is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The catcher,
And there's an awful lot of room out there in right center. So even though this ball's hit pretty well, had a little too much loft to it, so winds up a fairly routine fly ball.
Christian Vasquez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. 5 innings complete. Angels lead it 1-0. Gregorio Petit makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Shortstop, Gregorio Petit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's in there for strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
0-1 pitch is a knuckleball that misses. 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Gone. Over the monster for a home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Oof, that's a mistaken location right here, and it could wind up really coming back to haunt him. This is a solo home run, and it makes this a 2-run lead now, and with the way their starters thrown the ball so far, it may wind up being all he needs.
Craig Gentry will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Now the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, I don't know what he's waiting for. That one was even more down the middle than the last one was.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
C.J. Cron will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Pitch on the way. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. Swung on and chopped out to the shortstop. Glove by Bogaerts. Throw gets him 2 down.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Hit top, 2-0. Xander Bogaerts will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. On the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, this is one of those cities. We've been talking about it a lot, but this is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Calhoun is going to get there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Mookie Betts will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Brad Ziegler is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
29, Brad Ziegler.
Cole Calhoun will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So one away now for the Angels in the 7th. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
And that's a sequence that'd make any pitching coach proud. They kept it low on all 3 pitches in the at-bat. He just couldn't do anything right there.
Yunel Escobar will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now here's the pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Travis Shaw will get things going for the Red Sox with Dustin Pedroia to follow.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at bat. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in now following the leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Richards comes set. Here it comes. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Giavotella
onto the grass. He's got it one away.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
David Ortiz.
David Ortiz will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
He waits, now the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
And if they can get him here with a little luck, they may not have to face him again.
In the dirt here. And a heads-up play to get back to first, as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. And a good battle brewing as Ortiz lays off. It's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Runners off for second. Softly hit toward the hole. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Chris Young. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
And you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Leading off the inning, Johnny Giavotella, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Giavotella.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
A good job there making a two-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Carlos Perez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Pedroia on to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Gregorio Petit will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Now the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's quickly 0-2. On the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels go quietly there as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Brock Holt digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
To first. Crone is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. You're shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Christian Vasquez will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
1 out, nobody on. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gentry has it in his sights. 2 down.
The shortstop, number 2.
Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far, as on cue we give you a look at our starter comparison for these 2 guys in our 2-0 ball game.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Giovatella's got it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back to baseball on the show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Craig Gentry will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Koji Uehara will be the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 19, Koji Uehara.
Craig Gentry will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Swinging a shot back up the middle, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the ninth inning, but got it done.
Here's C.J. Cron now. Push to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. Back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
Mike Trout will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the...
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but these straight singles will do the job as well.
Cole Calhoun steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Uehara pauses. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. This one's flared toward left center. Holt sprinting after it. Makes the play, 1 away. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with 1 out in the inning now.
It just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home, so that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
Albert Pujols stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Into the box, Yunel Escobar. As he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Oh and 1, here it comes. In the air, out to right. Betts has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels get just the 1. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Angels 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Striding in to start the ninth, Jackie Bradley Jr. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Hit to short. Petit over to his left. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Right fielder.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Mookie Betts will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a drive sent out to deep left center field. Is it high enough to get over the monster? It is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Red Sox are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Houston Street is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 16, Houston Street. Now batting.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw.
Travis Shaw.
As he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Dustin Pedroia makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, they tried to let him finish off the complete game, but he wound up needing a little help to get the final 2 outs. Still, 8 1/3 quality innings. You'll take that every time.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here, 3-1. Good night from Fenway.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.